Hi, this is Morley, and this is the M-Wire. So I just watched an interview with Mark Fincham, who's an Arizona state representative, and he was talking about all the things going on, like with the audit and whatnot, and some of the challenges that they're facing. I mean, obviously there are many because, it's the Democrats, it's the media, it's the blue check marks on Twitter that are all against this, and it's basically them against the world, as it were. He talked about that the audit most assuredly will not be done on time at like the end of this week, the 14th, which we all kind of saw coming. I've seen numbers of about 13 to 15% of its completion. I've even seen as high as 20%, but suffice to say, it definitely will not be done by the end of this week. And he said that that's not a problem. It's going to take as long as it's going to take. And he really emphasized that they're not really concerned with speed, but they're more concerned with it being thorough, which is, exactly what everyone wants, a thorough audit. He also mentioned that they're very concerned with the I guess you'd call it the life of the ballot, as in, from its origin of printing to where it's been and everything like that, to make sure that they're copacetic and they're not counterfeit ballots and things of that nature. With this whole mail-in ballot thing, that obviously swung the door wide open to, people printing ballots in their basement and sending them in, as it were. So that's understandable. As I said in my update yesterday, they may potentially run into a logistics problem as far as the Coliseum is concerned, because with high school graduations and whatnot, they might not be able to use that as a facility anymore, so they may very well have to relocate somewhere else. Now, I'd like to share this article with you from the Gateway Pundit. This just came out recently, so this article will probably be about an hour old by the time you see it. This is a very interesting connection to the sheriff's office and Mr. Soros. You're certainly going to want to stick around for this. Is Maricopa County Board of Supervisors covering up for Soros-connected sheriff's emails as much as for the 2020 activity? Yesterday, we reported that Maricopa County officials are refusing to provide router data to the auditors of the 2020 election. They claim that the routers posed a threat to the sheriff's office. What is it from the sheriff's office that they don't want the auditors to see? Yesterday, we reported that the Maricopa County attorney sent a letter to the 2020 auditors. The attorney claimed that they could not provide router data to the 2020 auditors because it also included data from the sheriff's office. Yeah, that part just doesn't make any sense. What is information from the sheriff's office doing on these routers? That seems like the flimsiest excuse that I've heard so far. Like, this just does not add up. While the county was delivering the subpoenaed material to the Senate's custody on Thursday, April 22, 2021, MCAO was notified that delivering routers or virtual images of routers posed a significant security risk to law enforcement data utilized by the Maricopa County's sheriff's office as well as numerous federal agencies. We had previously believed that the risk would be eliminated by redacting the law enforcement data on the routers and not producing it, but we were informed that the redaction did not eliminate the risk. We also learned that if criminal elements or others gained access to this data, we might compromise county and federal law enforcement efforts and put the lives of law enforcement personnel at risk. Now here's where things get very interesting, folks. George Soros contributed at least $2 million to the campaign of Paul Penzone when he challenged Sheriff Joe Arpaio 2 years ago. Maricopa County and Phoenix Metroplex are large areas, but this was still an E for a county sheriff. You have to wonder why the notorious billionaire would invest so much in Penzone's campaign. But to answer that question, you only need to look as far as Penzone's Chief of Staff, Special Counsel Stephanie Fleischman-Cherney. Former and current members of the Maricopa County Sheriff's Department have strongly indicated the reasons for his outside intervention and laid out a trail of breadcrumbs that led to Penzone becoming sheriff. Nearly every policy in the department to align with the ACLU's narrative and agenda that placing deputies in the dangerous and conflictual position of declaring their steadfast loyalty to Penzone or face significant repercussions. Made up internal affairs investigations, secret meetings, and direct action to prevent deputies from laterally moving to other departments or police forces. Don't you think that those are very strange conditions and circumstances to work for the sheriff's office? If your alarm bells aren't going off, I don't know what to tell you, but I don't think they make you sign, agreements that you can't move to another department and whatnot. Like I say, folks, this keeps getting stranger and stranger by the day. I will be sure to keep you updated as things happen. Thank you for coming along to my video. Please subscribe to my channel. So many of you are still unsubscribed. Please like the video, share. That would be awesome if you could do that. Thank you and God bless until the next one.